Hey, well, the other day I came out the house and that was the tune I was humming. And we were walking along, talking to Michelle, and I said to her, well, I haven't a clue what that tune is. And she says, you do? It's an old one. It's one that everybody knows. So I hummed it again. I'll not do it now. But I hummed it again. And I said, yes, Lord of all hopefulness. Well, it's strange how, without being conscious of what's going on in your mind, being so busy, being on your way to somewhere, on your way to meet someone at a distance, on your way to do something, that sometimes you have little time to actually think about what's actually going on inside you. And yeah, from the moment of starting that day, in my heart was humming. And thankfully, in my head and in my heart, the tune was a lot better than what I tried to put out there. Lord of all hopefulness, Lord of all joy, whose trust ever childlike, no cares can destroy. Be there in our waking, and give us, we pray, the bliss in our hearts, Lord, at the break of the day. And that was at the break of the day when we were walking out first thing in the morning. It's very strange at this time when people are being furloughed or being asked to work from home. It's quite different for church leaders who have no church building to work from. But we still have our people. We still have our church, because church is not about buildings. It's about people. And church is about people building relationships with people. And that's the way that the church grows. That's the way that the church serves. And in this second verse, it says, Lord of all eagerness, Lord of all faith, whose strong hands were skilled at the plane and the lathe. Be there in our labours and give us, we pray, your strength in our hearts, Lord, at the noon of the day. As the day goes on, we maybe tire. We maybe look around and think, have we done anything? We may be at that point where we can't see any results for our labour. But we've been there. We've done for our neighbour. We've done for the people that we care for, the people that have come into our attention that day. Lord of all kindliness, Lord of all grace, your hands swift to welcome, your arms to embrace. It's hard in this climate when we can't embrace people. I was talking to a lady who was serving in a shop or in the cash and carry. I was talking to her and I said, I hope that when this social distancing ends, that we won't get too used to it, that we'll get closer to each other, that we'll embrace each other again. And she started to cry. She says, I just want to hug my colleagues. I just want to hug my neighbours, hug my friends. And you know, there's lots of people who need this warm embrace as lives are lost, as people spend day in and day out waiting for news, or that they would have an embrace. We need to be the arms of Jesus, reaching out to embrace at a distance, the smile, the touch of our heart, touching the hearts of others. And when we come home, we say to our God, be there at our home and give us, we pray, your love in our hearts, Lord, at the eve of the day. There's that great passage in John 15, following the I am the vine, you are the branches. And we have that in the Message translation where Jesus says to his disciples, make yourself at home in my love. And I just see that God being a great big armchair that we come to at the end of the day, and we sit down and we just are embraced and enfolded in the love of God. Lord of all gentleness, Lord of all calm, whose voice is contentment, whose presence is balm. Be there in our sleeping, and give us, we pray, your peace in our hearts, Lord, at the end of the day. It's sometimes hard when towards the end of the day we listen to the news and the crisis is deepening. There is war, war, war from all over the world. We need the peace, the Lord's voice that is contentment, whose presence is balm. Be there at our sleeping, and give us, we pray, peace in our hearts, Lord, at the end of the day.